Welcome to A Slice with Dice, where we explore the real-life experiences of school leadership. I'm Corey Alderdice, Executive Director of the Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts. I'm a seasoned school administrator of specialized programs and will share personal reflections, lessons learned, and insights from the ever-evolving world of education. Whether you're a teacher, leader, parent, or simply passionate about schools, join me as we dive into the challenges and triumphs of guiding schools and shaping our communities. Here's this week's thought. We're going to talk about something that's been on my mind lately. The importance of moving beyond competition between schools and embracing a spirit of collaboration, especially in light of the Arkansas LEARNS Act. The LEARNS Act, signed into law in 2023, has introduced significant changes to the educational landscape in Arkansas, particularly in terms of school choice. The plan is still unfolding, but its full impact will begin to be felt when school starts in fall 2025. With these changes, schools are finding themselves in a more competitive environment than ever before. But here's the thing. While competition can drive innovation, it can also create division and inequity. That's why it's crucial that we shift our focus from competing to collaborating. When schools work together, sharing resources and ideas, we can create a stronger, more supportive educational system that truly meets the needs of every student. At the heart of LEARNS is the introduction of Education Freedom Accounts, or EFAs. This program provides families with state-funded accounts, roughly $7,000 per student, which can be used for a variety of educational expenses. This includes private tuition, online learning programs, and other approved services. What makes the EFA program particularly transformative is the potential to level the playing field. Families from diverse socioeconomic backgrounds now have the financial means to choose schools that best meet their children's needs, regardless of their ability to pay out of pocket. This represents a significant shift in educational access, fostering a more competitive environment where schools are incentivized to improve and innovate in order to attract and retain students. But the LEARNS Act doesn't stop at EFAs. It also includes provisions that make it easier for new charter schools to open and for existing ones to expand. This further diversifies the educational offerings available to Arkansas families, creating a marketplace of options that could redefine the educational landscape. Of course, with any significant policy shift, there is debate. Critics of the LEARNS Act argue that increasing emphasis on school choice could divert much-needed funds from traditional public schools, particularly those in rural and low-income areas where educational options are already limited. The concern is that as funds flow into EFAs and other programs, the public school system might suffer, leading to increased inequalities and a widening gap between the haves and the have-nots. But supporters, on the other hand, see the LEARNS Act as a necessary evolution in education. They argue that the competition sparked by increased school choice will drive improvements across the board. Public schools, private schools, charter schools, they all have to step up their game to attract students, which in theory should lead to better outcomes for everyone. Again, it's important to note that the full effects of the LEARNS Act won't be felt for some time, so many of these debates remain speculative. However, the notion of competition among schools and districts is already shifting the conversation about how we approach education in Arkansas. And this brings us to an important point I want to emphasize today: the need to move beyond a purely competitive mindset. Traditionally, schools and educators have often operated within a territorial framework, fiercely defending their enrollment numbers and promoting their programs as the superior choice. But in this new era of expanded school choice, it's crucial that schools and educators shift their focus from competition to collaboration. with the primary goal of supporting families and students in navigating the diverse educational options available to them. At its core, the mission of education is to provide every student with the knowledge, skills, and experiences necessary to thrive in society. And this mission transcends the boundaries of individual schools and districts because it's a collective responsibility. When schools become overly territorial, focusing on retaining students at all costs, they risk losing sight of this broader mission. The ultimate goal should be not just to fill classrooms or boost enrollment statistics, but to ensure that every child receives an education that meets their unique needs and aspirations. School choice introduces a variety of options: charter schools, magnet programs, online academies, private institutions, micro schools, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. And some students may thrive in a traditional public school setting, while others might excel in a specialized or residential program that caters to their specific interest or learning styles. By embracing a more collaborative approach, educators can help families make informed decisions that prioritize the best interest of the student rather than simply maintaining the status quo. Families often find themselves overwhelmed by the array of choices available, particularly when they lack the resources or knowledge to navigate the complexities of the educational system. And this is where schools and educators can play a crucial role, not as gatekeepers, but as trusted advisors. By providing transparent information about all available options, including those outside of their own institutions, educators can empower families to make choices that are truly in the best interest of their children. For example, consider a public school counselor who recognizes that a student with a strong interest in STEM might benefit from a specialized magnet program. Rather than discouraging the family from exploring this option out of fear of losing the student, the counselor should provide information, facilitate connections, and support the family in making an informed decision. This approach not only strengthens the trust between educators and families, but also ensures that students are placed in environments where they are most likely to succeed. In a system where schools and districts see each other as competitors, collaboration can be challenging, but by shifting the focus from competition to cooperation, schools can work together to create a more cohesive and supportive educational landscape. And this collaboration can take many forms, from sharing best practices and resources to coordinating efforts to address common challenges. Imagine schools within a district or a co-op or even a region collaborating to offer a diverse range of programs that cater to different student needs, rather than each school trying to provide every possible service. This specialization allows schools to focus on what they do best, while ensuring that students across the area have access to a broader spectrum of opportunity. Additionally, schools can work together to address issues such as transportation, extracurriculars, and special education services, ensuring that all students have equitable access to these essential components of a well-rounded education. Ultimately, when schools and educators prioritize the needs of students and families over institutional interest, the entire educational system benefits. Students are more likely to succeed when placed in environments that align with their learning styles, interests, and goals. Families feel more supported and empowered when they have access to accurate information and trusted guidance. And educators gain the satisfaction of knowing that they are fulfilling their true mission, helping every child reach their full potential. By adopting a less territorial approach and embracing a collaborative, student-centered mindset, schools can create a more equitable and effective educational system. This shift not only serves the best interest of students and families, but also strengthens the educational landscape as a whole, fostering a culture of collaboration, trust, and shared responsibility. In the new era of Arkansas Learns, it is this mindset that will lead to lasting success for students
educators, and communities alike.
A Slice with Dice is a production of the Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts. I hope today's reflection sparked some thoughts for your own journey. If you enjoyed the episode, please subscribe, share, and leave a review. Let's keep learning and leading together. Until next time, keep striving for growth and excellence. Thanks for tuning in.